My name is Tina Bernard, and I'm 43 years old, and I'm from San Diego. I've been using ph360 for 4 weeks to this day. I had many health challenges. I had, first of all, I'm still, but not as much, but I had some weight to lose. I was having digestion issues, just stomach aches all the time, headaches all the time, not sleeping, concentration issues. All the things have improved that I mentioned. I do not have any headaches at all anymore. I lost 10 pounds, so that's good. 10 solid pounds. It feels like 10 pounds. I have not had any sleep problems at all. And for the most part, I've not had the digestion issues. I had some little bug yesterday or 2 days ago that made me kind of feel weird, but I don't think it was related to anything other than a bug. And concentration's good. Everything's good. I feel better. I just feel more energized. I tend to have a focus issue. I have a lot of good things going on, but to really focus on one thing has been hard. So about 7 years ago, I started writing a book, and it took me a long time to write the book. And then I finished the book about 1.5 years ago, and it's just been kind of sitting there, haven't been able to get it done. And about 3 weeks ago, my first week into ph360, I got motivated, and finally, it just came in the mail about a week ago. So I got my book done, and I was able to get it completed. Those last steps have been sitting there for 1 year. I do it, in the second week of my ph360. So the ph360 platform was really easy to use. I could simply just log on. I could see my food choices, which I've memorized by now. But if I forgot, I could easily look at them by either by food or by star rating. I also loved what I learned about ph360, what I learned about myself, just the different areas like the social, the career, which was a big eye-opener, because one of the things that it says is that the worst job for me is teaching kids, and my job is teaching kids. But I've been knowing that I have not been happy in it for a very long time. ph360, the information that it gives you, it was kind of like reading a horoscope, but it was true. So even some of the things that I didn't understand or I didn't agree with, I would talk to Matt and I'd say, Matt, I don't really see myself like this. And then he'd go, well, do you do this? Do you do that? Do you do this? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, there you go. I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that I was somebody who gave into other people easily. And sure enough, I didn't see myself quite in the same way that everybody else saw me. So it was really insightful. Basically, over the last 3.5 years, I haven't felt myself, and I felt just off. And so now I feel more in line with who I'm supposed to be. So I feel happier, and everybody around me sees that, I'm sure. And I just feel more okay with myself. I'm not 100% there because I'm really hard on myself, as Matt pointed out, that I'm very critical about myself, and I have very high expectations for myself, and I still do, but I feel like I'm on my way to that versus just talking about it and not doing anything about it. So it's changed my mood a lot. The person that is most impressed by me is me, and the other person that is most impressed by me is my husband, and probably my mother equally. My mom was bugging me to lose weight. Finally, is like, oh, I went to the beach about 1.5 weeks ago, and my dad's like, look at you, you're wearing a bathing suit at the beach, and I didn't feel like a fat slob. So I think everybody was impressed that I'm sticking to it. I think kind of, you see pieces of different things everywhere. Like you see, oh, you should meditate, or oh, you should exercise, oh, you should eat this for breakfast. But to have something all in one spot that guides you with how you should live your life completely. I don't think there's anything else like that, like ph360. I have already been recommending ph360 to anybody who will listen to me. I have posted it on my Facebook without my before photo, but I have been telling everybody, or even just people will, I'll say something like, oh, I've lost 10 pounds. Oh, how'd you do it? Oh, I'm on this really cool program. And of course everyone goes, tell me about the program that you're on. And so in that respect, I would recommend it, and I have recommended it, and I will continue to recommend it because it's lifetime changes all in one spot. basically just stick to it. When it gets tough, you know, go on the internet and look for different recipes that you can use. I looked up how to make cauliflower mashed potatoes, which is just basically shredded cauliflower, and you know, just things like that that can help you keep going when it's tough. Fruit makes a great dessert. Tofu is actually one of my favorite foods now. I've always liked it. Learn how to bake it. It's really good baked. When your workouts get stale, Matt told me put a good mix of music together that'll influence you and inspire you, and that has worked. I exercise first thing in the morning and get it over with, and just stick with it, and you know, don't rely on the scale only. Look at your body and look at how it's changing and how you're feeling, and concentrate on that, and that will motivate you to keep going.